Welcome, friends. My name is Sophie, and I am a yoga health guide on her journey for truth, hydration, and wholeness. I am grateful our paths have crossed. Enjoy the episode. Good evening, or whatever time it is where you are. This is Yogi Sophie, and I am chilling here with my Smidgy boy and Miss Ree, who is Smidge's female twin, and Dana Preshous, psychic medium and coach.
Hi. I just needed a hello.
And we are chilling on her amazing deck. So Donna moved here from Southern Pines, where if you know me, that is my hometown. So she moved here from Southern Pines in January.
Yeah.
So it's been a quick 5 months already, and she's settling in perfectly, if I do say so myself.
Everything has lined up as it should, as it always does. When you surrender.
Yes.
Surrender is a must. Rather than fighting upstream, allow yourself to flow and surrender. And that's when everything always works out.
Every time. So let's talk about working out. This patio is magical. So when she first got it, when we first moved in, when she first
Sophie's
got it,
moving in. She's getting a kilo.
The deck felt a little enclosed and kind of sad, and it was all right. But she has this magical touch. She went and what, TJ Maxx? Or Home Goods.
Home.
Or at home.
At home.
Whatever. Yeah, at home here in Colorado Springs. And she did amazing. She's got these Moroccan-y cushions on the ground in the corner. And she's got palm trees and the Buddhas and the candles and the lights. And this amazing hammock that Smidge loves to sit in. And she's hung up beautiful fabric on the ceiling as well. So it's a beautiful canopy. And we just ordered twinkle lights. So
it's like a silk tent.
Yeah.
Hot partial silk tent. And if anybody's been to Tulum, Mexico, there's a cute little juice smoothie bar with a lot of macrame, and you sit down and you're just on the floor Moroccan style, and this is very similar. So I feel like I have a little Mexico in my courtyard, in my tiny little patio that did feel like a prison.
I love it. She completely transformed it, and it's my new favorite spot in the whole wide world. So, we're chilling. We're talking about band names and fangs and reggae on the rocks and throwback tunes, and we're eating this amazing chocolate mousse, medical medium approved, by the way. That is blowing my mind. So, because I don't like bananas, and yet here I am eating spoonfuls of it.
We might get cow highs.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I've ever had a cow high. Cow high. I'm talking with my mouth full.
You might be having a cow high right now.
Oh, man. Yeah, so it's been a glorious night. The weather's pretty nice. We're like cozied up, so it's not too cold. The wind isn't blowing too hard.
Yeah, it's actually a lot better than I thought. It was going to be incredibly windy today, but it's not bad at all.
Yeah. And what was the band name? My Dead Left Butt Cheek is our new band name, in case you were wondering.
Dead Left Butt Cheek. I've got to learn to
It.
DJ.
I like it. I like it a lot.
And then we'll have the dance track for the background.
And I'll be there practicing my really shitty hula hooping.
That will get better, I imagine.
With time. The other day I woke up at it was like 4:45, and by 5:30 I was down, and I watched the sunrise come up, and I was just doing my hula hooping with Smidge. It was really fun. I was like, nobody's, like, 2 cars passed me by, so I wasn't worried about people watching so much, but I was like, okay, same 3 moves over and over and over again. But it worked out. Oh, anyway. Yeah, I just wanted to say on here how grateful I am Miss Donna moved here, because
Aww.
she is like one of the best go with the flow people I have ever met. So there's very, very few people like that in my life. Rashana, you know I'm talking about you, girl. And it's just lovely to have people like that who are as chill as you are. And yeah, everything's worked out for her. So she's a psychic medium and is a life coach.
Yeah, pretty much. in a nutshell.
And she's amazing. I met her over 6 years ago. Like, we were in the same town forever, and like, you know, people stay in that town forever. So, and she did my first Reiki session and psychic reading in one day, and it blew my freaking mind. And it was like, I remember in particular, you were like, your heart's not opening up, so I'm just gonna move on. And I was like, is that what the pressure was? Like, I felt all this pressure in my chest, and
that is a common area though. Like, everybody, like, even when students come to a Reiki class, the heart area, oh my goodness, it is like so stubborn. It is the most stubborn area. And here's the thing, in regards to like intuition, psychic and mediumship connection, to expand into that levels of consciousness, you need your heart to be wide open. So we always associate it with just like personal love, right? But it has a lot to do with your superconscious and how to open up to greater, more vast, ethereal connections, because we're trusting what we're receiving, what we're feeling, what we're sensing. And that's like the big thing that I teach on for the development students, is keep your heart open. Keep it open up that heart space. Forgive, heal.
And that's like my mission. I feel like these days is as challenging as it is. That's the lesson. That's what's speaking to me the most, and I'm ready. Like, I feel really centered in like my sacral chakra these days. My root chakra is much better than it ever has been. So heart's next. Yeah.
It's such a hard one.
Yeah. I feel like, and that's kind of what I was talking about, the fruitarianism and going into all of that stuff, because it helps me feel closer and more flowy. And the more flowy I am and centered I am and hydrated that I am, the more I can operate from that center and just not give a fuck and just be happy. And it's a good place to be.
If I did that, I might not come back in the body. I fasted for 2 days. I think I almost went 3. And it was great, but I only did it if I was meditating. Like, I didn't work for those 2-3 days. I just meditated. And then whenever I got a little peckish, I maybe juiced, and that was it.
Yeah.
And it was great, but I was also going in and out of meditation the whole time. I don't know if I would have been able to do it had I been doing what I'm doing in regards to work with readings and stuff like that.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah, it was amazing when I did it, but...
Yeah, you tend to have, I mean, just because of that connection, you know, so Vatas tend to have the easier spiritual connection, because they're lighter, you know, they're a lighter density than, say, a Kapha or myself, a Pitta. So it's easier for them to float away, so to speak.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's good to have, of course, your grounded roots to keep you down. But that's really cool to hear about. So I could see it being really easy for you.
It was, and the hard thing was keeping the concentration with the hunger. Because I'd be going through phases. I'm hungry. Okay, now the hunger's passed. I'm hungry. Now the hunger's passed again. And that every time the feeling would start to come, that's when I'd go into a deeper meditation. Yeah. And that's when I would come out feeling full, and I would do the sun thing. So I would sit in the sun and allow the sun to feed me. And so I would spend like 2-3 hours in the sun on my back deck and absorb that, and then go back into my other space.
So you've basically done what I want to do. She's freaking been a breatharium before. That's pretty cool.
I couldn't make it last longer though. After a while, I saw my energy start to wane, because I had to go back to work, and I was like, okay, that was great, but I also need the balance. And it was hard because of doing energetic work, you know, opening up to the spirit world.
The Dharma to stay there.
Yeah,
It wasn't the path at the time. There were other people that needed you in a different state.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
for sure. Very cool. Really cool. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know why I hadn't brought that up before, considering the conversations we've been having and what you're doing. I forgot all about it, I guess.
What I'm doing is I sit here eating chocolate pudding.
But it's healthy chocolate pudding.
Okay, so you got to tell us again what you put in it. So I know it's bananas.
Bananas, cacao, maple. It's either grade A or grade B maple syrup.
Maple scissor.
And then vanilla essence, and then almonds. Almond slices.
And a little bit of arrowroot if you need to thicken it. And, really good.
Here, guys. So, I just noticed, and I was kind of warned, trying to cook in Colorado is very different to cooking in very high humidity. So this dessert was not coming out right at all when I moved here. But now, with the arrowroot, the fiber from the nuts. Yeah.
If you're thinking about using cornstarch because you don't have arrowroot, don't. Have you ever been that kid doing the science experiment where you just put a bunch of cornstarch and water together and then you try to rub your fingers through it and you can't? That's what's happening to your gut. So use your arrowroot. It's cheap. Love you.
And what is the drink we're drinking?
So this is from Curious Elixirs. So I haven't announced this yet to the world, really, but I have quit alcohol for like ever. So I had a night, not like a bad night or anything, and I had a tense emotional night, and then the next day was no big deal. I didn't drink it all that day, but I'm sitting there looking at my liquor and I'm like, I can't anymore. My stomach's dropping and my skin breaks out in a rash every time I drink, and it wasn't serving my highest, best self. And so I had to go. So I literally threw every single bottle out. I had Nolan take it to his friend's house. And it has not been tempting ever since. So, but I did need a little transition, I wanted to feel fancy. So I found this place called Curious Elixirs. They have 4 flavors and 1 limited edition, which is amazing if you can get a hold of it. It's like got cacao, and it's like their version of an old fashioned. Right now we're drinking their version of like an April Spritz, like that Italian spritzer drink that glows like lanterns in the sunlight. I might miss that one a little bit. I got really drunk off of those at Paravicini's on our anniversary. Ooh, it was so good. Anyway, so this one, we're drinking their version of it, but they use herbs and juices and natural sugars, and they're wonderful. I had a subscription service.
So we're kind of like juicing right now, so it's like super healthy, right?
I don't know if I would go so far to say a juice, but it is healthy, I would say.
Healthy,
except for the sugar, because it's right. I mean, it's not alcohol. It's not going to tax our livers the way right. alcohol would, and no hangovers, and no severing of your spiritual connection.
And the older you get, I used to drink like a fish. I was named after an Irish woman, so you'd think I could drink like an Irishman. Back in my 20s, absolutely. Now I'm 45. I can do 2 glasses of wine and I'm good. That's my limit now.
I didn't even make it to 27, guys, so,
And that's
good
why
for you.
I have beer with no alcohol in it in the fridge. But I do love my wine. If they could invent and create wine without alcohol. But...
yeah, I'm going to keep my eyes peeled. I follow a few sober Instagram pages.
And I don't know how they're going to do it, because the alcohol is a big part of that's how they partially make the taste. Mm-hmm. And the 2 wines that I tried, I can't remember the name of them, but they were, it was just basically like grape juice. Yeah. But if that can come up, if there is some kind of amazing invention, I'd be happy as Larry.
If you guys know of it, feel free to let us know.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
Well.
But yeah.
This is my longest podcast yet.
Is it?
Yeah. They've all been about 8 minutes. We're at 13 now.
Oh. It's because we're chilling.
Yeah.
With the dogs.
This is perfect.
With candles. I wish we had a photograph to go with this right now. Because we've got photographs, beautiful light. Can't see the moon. I think it's moved.
Oh, yeah. She sure has.
Yeah.
Almost full. This
Yeah.
is a really great... I feel like this is a really great entryway because we're about to be... What did you say? We're Saturn Mercury retrograde now?
Saturn... Did I say Saturn?
Saturn retrograde. Yeah. And I'm picking up your accent now. I always do this when we hear, like, when you're listening to the...
You're going to finish your teas now.
The Harry Potter recording. Yes, I'm going to enunciate like crazy. Yeah, I would always pick it up after listening to the Harry Potter audiobooks or watching the British Bake Off.
For anybody, if there's any other Brits listening, you'll understand this if you live in the US or you travel to the US. If you're at a table and I ask for, could I have some water, please? They're like, give me a stone cold, stoned look like, what'd she say? Mm-hmm. The minute I say water, boom, done deal. Here's your water. And FYI, if you're ordering tea in the US, just make sure you say black tea, no lemon, because they will hand you a lemon. I'm just saying. They don't know what they're doing with tea here.
Yeah, because black tea you do with cream, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cream or milk and sugar.
Yeah.
But here they pop a lemon on the side. I'm like, what? They put a lemon in my cup?
I heard you're supposed to have Earl Grey with lemon, but I love mine with cream.
Ew.
Okay, all right. I heard it. What was it? It was the Da Vinci Code. It was one of the riddles. It was the last riddle he had to solve. It was like, what do you take your Earl Grey with, like this or that? And he's like, why, nothing but a slice of lemon, or something like that. I mean,
wait, was it the American that said that? The American character?
What's his name? Tom Hanks?
Yeah,
yes,
so it's the American thing in your bloody lemons.
Oh, you bloody lemons. You bloody lemons and your cow. I love it.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah.
I feel super chilled. I'm pleased I hiked today because my body is feeling like, yes, you moved, you shifted. Had I not done that today? So, you know what? By the way, what was it, yesterday and today poured? Yesterday
poured and was a potential tornado.
That
was fun.
So yesterday rained a little bit, and before the rain, I beautified this lovely patio, and I was going to chill out all day today in this patio. But then when it rained, it prevented me from doing so. But however, it worked out for the better, because that's when I went to that beautiful hike in Palmer Park in Colorado Springs. And I was in awe. I was absolutely in awe because I wanted to be at the beach. I've been wanting to move to the beach, still want to move to the beach. And yet every time I see Pikes Peak and the landscape here, I'm like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah, it's so grounding in a way. Like, I mean, we are in kind of a really Vata environment because the weather's all over the place. And that's what Vata's known for. It's just all over the place. But at the same time, you see those father figures over there, and you're like, yeah okay.
It's really protective. It's like such a protective feeling, very grounding, and just blows my mind. I'm just in awe. I'm like, wow. It's just amazing.
Ooh, I hear some music. He's listening to Bo Burnham.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, he is a great comedian. Oh my gosh. He's listening to Bo Burnham. If you guys haven't seen Bo Burnham's specials, you have to go look them up on Netflix. And he's dropping a new special that he made himself last year in 8 days. No, 7 days now. It's Nolan, like one of Nolan's favorite.
Is that one of the people from the trio?
I think
country comedians.
I think he's been solo.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he's always been solo. He started when he was like 16 or 17 doing stage stand-ups. Oh. He's brilliant. His mind is amazing.
I don't know.
We'll have to watch it together. Anyway, guys, I think we'll wind off for the night. Wind off, wind down, log off, whatever. Where can we find you, Donna?
Where can we find me?
If they want to contact you for readings, Reiki, life coaching, she has an amazing subscription service. This is the cacao high kicking in.
High.
She has a monthly subscription service as well, and she's a magician at what she does. So contact her at
DanaPreshous.com or Instagram DM me at Dana Preshous Medium and Coach. But you're gonna have to type in something super weird because my name is very different.
And I'll put it in the bio.
There you go.
I'll put it, in the box people put things in. I don't know what it's called, but it's there.
And I swear to God, the last name is not a stage name. It could be, but it's not. It is truly Precious. It just doesn't. It's not spelled the same. But yeah,
Precious.
DanaPreshous.com. Boom, there it is.
Boom, boom, there it is.
Oh, another memory.
Good one. Oh, we were watching, real briefly, we were watching Abominable last night. It's a cute little, I can't remember if it's Pixar or not, but it was animated about,
I know which one.
They found the abominable snowman, they're trying to bring him back to Everest. Well, the one guy, he's obsessed with like exotic animals, and there are these snakes called whooping snakes. And so all of a sudden they just start going whoop, 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 and it's really cute. But then they're looking for the missing one, and the snake goes whoop, and they go, there it is, whoop, there it is, whoop. whoop, there it is.
There's a cartoon movie you just reminded me of. Have you watched the movie Soul?
It made me cry for 15 minutes.
So for anyone listening, I just gave this as homework to my students. The Disney movie Soul is the closest understanding of the spirit world.
I love it. It felt so it felt so like real, like validating, like really
I was absolutely amazed, but I was like, what?
It was a beautiful film, and it's just what I needed at the time because so it was when I was in my quarantine because they insisted I had COVID. I didn't, guys, but I won't go there on my soapbox. So much for logging off. But I was like, okay, I have 2 weeks to get things done and go, and blah, blah, blah. Like creeping right back into my workaholic tendencies. And then I watched that movie, and one of the very last things was like, your purpose isn't your, like, what was it? Your purpose isn't your, what you're meant to do isn't your purpose. It's something along those lines, but it was just... It was really validating for me. It was like, oh my God, they're talking to me. And I cried for 15 minutes. Nolan got me an ice cream bar, and
it had a lot about inspiration, didn't it? Because it was all about...
It was inspirational.
You have this, and it's kind of how life is. You have this idea about what you think you're going to do or want to do. Mm-hmm. And then life throws you the curveballs here, there, and everywhere.
And it brought me back down. It was like, wait a minute, you have 2 weeks paid time off. Like, just... enjoy it, Soph. Like, just enjoy it. Mm-hmm. Like, you're here to just enjoy life. And everything else will come. And so, it opened my heart up a lot that day. I'm getting deeper and deeper. It was a magical movie. So, go watch Soul. And then watch Abominable. Mm-hmm. You're going to need tissues for both movies. And that's coming from someone who did not used to cry in movies.
I cry at Hallmark.
Oh, God. Gag me. Ugh. Okay.
I can cry on a commercial. Never used to. I started crying this week in readings.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I haven't cried in my readings since I first started. I don't know what the deal is. Sometimes it just hit me.
I cried during one tarot reading, and then I kind of stopped doing public readings because it freaked me out. I was doing them at this vintage shop, and she sat down, and there was an interesting energy, and I pulled her cards, and we didn't even really look or say much about them. I just felt the heaviness on my chest, and my eyes started welling up, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? And then I talked about the very first card. I think it was like the Queen of Swords. It's irrelevant. Queen of Swords, but there was so much grief there, and I didn't know what she was going through. She didn't say much, but I held on my hand. We held hands. I was like, I'm really, really sorry for whatever this is going on, but this is kind of how it's going to unfold, and it's going to get so much better. And she started crying, and I started crying, and I was like, whew. That was magical, and it was a little scary for me at the time. This was like 2-3 years ago.
It always requires so much grounding, so perhaps I'm pretty sure I wasn't very grounded when I was doing the readings that week. When I had a vacation, I had a week off, so whenever I take a break and I get back into it, there's a whole process of getting back into the flow state.
Gotta reintegrate. Very important, guys. Take the time, take care of yourself, make sure you're 100%, because you cannot give from an empty cup. Man.
Speaking of empty cup, I'm still halfway.
Yeah, I just scraped mine clean.
Whoa. Shit, Sophie's got cow high.
Yeah, guys. This is what I'll have to take to Reggae on the Rocks, since I'm not smoking.
Oh, the cow? Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It's happening. Reggae on the Rocks.
It's happening. All right, guys. We're logging off for real. If you'd like to book anything with me, I am out, as always, at yogisophie.com or yogisophie7. And have a magical evening wherever you are. I'm holding my spoon like a microphone for some reason. And I'm watching the candle.
I swear we're not stoned.
We're really not. We're not stoned, and we're completely sober. We're high on life, y'all. Okay, before this gets any weirder, thank you for listening, and have a great life. Goodbye.